Welcome to the podcast. And y'all ask, what I'ma talk about with y'all ass? Everything from Nostradamus, slow pump, all the way down to Donald Trump. But black issues will be always at the forefront. Hoodies, I know that's just what y'all want. Black life, black love, all of the above. It's King Rashidi hoodies, ice tone gloves. I'm ready, it's Rise, God King. Rest in peace to the God Queens. Hey.
Yerp, what's going on? I want to welcome you all back to another dope-ass episode of Hoodies the Podcast. I'm your host, King Rashidi. Wish everybody a happy new year. They say it's the year 2020. Let's go along with it. Some say that the new year don't start till the spring. I guess it kind of makes sense, since the season is changing then. I don't know much about that. In fact, as far as history and stuff is concerned, I love all that stuff. I love it. But I've kind of swayed away from those things because I've started to take I'm starting to feel a little more fascinated in the mind, the human mind, especially the black mind, right? But the mind nonetheless. I want to get up in here and see. I want to dig deep into these emotions and see why we're saying and doing and why we're all saying and doing and thinking, and I want to get up in there. Went off on a tangent, did it already. I guess I'm starting early. But yeah, Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa to everybody who gets into it. I do. Happy Independence Day for Haiti. Sak Passe. And all that good stuff. I want to give a warm shout out to black people everywhere. Men, women, boys, girls, and a special extra shout out to all our elders, man. Let's give it up for the elders. Y'all know the deal. Let's give it up for the elders.
God Queens.
So let's get into it, man. Let's do it. Let me ask y'all something real quick, right? Both men and women. Are you an alpha? Are you an alpha? If you're a man, are you an alpha male? If you're a female, are you an alpha female? I jotted down a few things. I was gonna take some more time to get this together. You know what I mean? But every time I get it down, I add some more stuff to it. So I'm gonna be reading from these papers a lot tonight. So this is my situation, so I do what the fuck I want to do. So check it. Alpha male. An alpha male is a real man, a man's man, a warrior, a stand-up dude. Not always. Don't matter what you call him, he's a leader. And other guys look to him for motivation, or people, period, look to him for motivation, inspiration, and an alpha male is oftentimes looked at with a hint of jealousy. He's a man that women want. Yeah, I would say that's pretty true, regardless of looks, because a lot of women are into the confidence that a lot of times an alpha male moves with, right? And also, without intention, can be the center of attention. Without intention, remember that. An alpha male is persistent. To some people, the alpha is a dude he's considered to be pushy or toxic. I've been called that a few times. But out of all the things I've been called, out of all the things most alpha men, are referred to as, they're never referred to as being focused. I've noticed that. Never been referred to as being focused. The truth is, some of you dudes, let's just be honest, some of you ain't really alpha males. You're not. Y'all just big and emotional. You know what I'm saying? Truth is, you really don't want no smoke. Y'all don't want no smoke. And by smoke, I mean taking charge, leading the pack, presenting solutions. You want to be recognized as something that you're not. You want to be looked at as teachers when really you a student. Granted, everybody's a teacher, but there's levels. There's levels. Most of you dudes don't get that. Because what you really are is a beta male. I said it, it's a beta male. Beta males tend to get loud, real loud, but passive. Not saying he's a bitch. It's not a bitch. It's just not as driven. Beta males skip levels. In fact, the beta males, like I said, has got no respect for levels. Beta men are always reacting to the shit you give them. If you're talking to them and your voice goes up, they start feeling away. Start moving with your hands, and because I tend to do things like that, they start to feel away. Their attention is pulled away. Just like that. Movements and the tone of your voice. Emotional. Alphas, on the other hand, alphas, not always, but a lot of alphas, like myself, I've learned to question myself. Didn't happen overnight. So it's like being rational. We ain't born rational. As much as all of us would like to think that we're all rational, we're really not. We're not born that way. But becoming rational, that's something you got to work on. You got to work on that. For example, right? I've grown, so when I'm angry or whatever emotion that I'm feeling that I don't want to feel, because that's one of my things, is to be in control of my emotions, right? And my thing is to gain control over them by, like I said in the last podcast, revamping my perceptions of those emotions. Make any sense? All right. Okay, so the example is, if I'm angry, right? I'm going to ask myself, why am I angry? Why is this anger moving me? I call it a head check, right? Why do I feel this way? Why am I so moved? Do I need attention? If so, where is it coming from? Why do I need this attention? Who's in control here? Alphas tend to think long and hard before reacting. I wasn't always like that, and I slip up every now and then. And I gotta credit a lot of that to like thinking hard, long and hard before reacting. I gotta attribute a lot of that to the game of chess. The game of chess has taught me to think long and hard before I make that move. You know? If I make this move, if I do this, that, and the third, okay, once I make that move, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What does it mean? You know? Okay, what are the risks associated with that move? Am I in danger? Am I putting myself in danger? Do I want that smoke? Because some danger is necessary. And I'm not saying danger of losing life. I mean danger of losing money. Danger of, anything that's of value from making a certain move, from doing this, that, and the third. Okay? And if there's danger, if there's a threat of some sort, do I want that smoke? Yeah, I was gonna go deeper than that. Yeah, I was gonna go deeper than that, but I'm not yet. So alphas tend to come through with more clearer and calmer with solutions. Some people might ask themselves, right? Can two alphas exist in the same space? That depends. That depends. Two alphas can coexist in the same space as long as both of them are secure in themselves. Like if one thinks that the other is trying to take over or whatever, then that could cause a rift. If one's trying to be that dude, you know, and he's probably not necessarily all that qualified, but because it's just his nature as an alpha, it's to be in charge, that could cause a problem. So a pecking order has to be established. What is a pecking order? It's a hierarchy. A pecking order is also, it's a hierarchy used to assume positions of leadership, authority, and power. Right? A pecking order has to be established. So, again, a lot of dudes ain't really alphas. They just big and emotional. And the way that emotion manifests itself, you know what I'm saying? They, real boisterous, real, I want to say braggadocious, but I don't know if that's the word I want to use. But there's a lot of bravado or whatever. And it comes off to you know what I mean? It can come off as intimidating because this person's big and they showing emotion. When really, if you look past that, if you just look past it and think, why are they reacting to this like that? You know? What's really going on with them? You hurt, ain't you? Yeah. Something happened with you. Because you're too antsy. You know what I'm saying? Some people just really emotional. I was watching this movie not too long ago. I've seen it a few times, called White Boy Rick. And I can't remember. Damn, I didn't plan on talking about this. I can't remember this one character's name. But White Boy Rick, for the first time, went to sell these dudes guns. Went to sell them some guns. Now the alpha male, the dude in charge, hadn't spoken yet, but the beta male had addressed White Boy Rick. It was a bit hostile. He was a bit hostile. You could tell he really didn't want the white boy around. What you want, Opie? Shit like that. But then the alpha male eventually came through. You know what I mean? Stepped up. Left all the emotion out of it. Handled business. You know what I'm saying? Alpha males know how to check that shit. They check it. Check themselves, rather. They check themselves. Why do I feel like this? What is this? Why do I feel like this? Do I need attention? Like, why am I letting this bother me? Why? And then most times you come to realize that there really aren't any problems, only situations. Just handle the situation. Especially in business. So listen, are you an alpha female? Are you? An alpha female shares the same leadership strength as an alpha male. And also, like alpha males, promotes community. I'm real big on that. I'm real big on community. I know I said it 1,000 times, but I love saying it because it took me years and years to figure it out. And that's my purpose. That is my purpose. My purpose is community. It's to help and inspire my people in the best way possible, particularly the youth, black youth. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that I know my purpose. So does an alpha female. An alpha female could use her physical and or her mentals to move with some serious purpose. She knows exactly who and what she wants. Again, an alpha female knows exactly what she wants. And she's intimidating to a beta female. She's intimidating to a lot of men. Beta men. Again, an alpha female is intimidating to a beta male, as well as a female. Alpha females got no qualms about making the first move. They ain't worried about all that. And I gotta say that one of the things, well, the many things, but one of the things I've noticed about alpha women is that she don't have to put other women down because she's secure in herself. She don't have to put other women down to feel like she's here and like everybody else is down here. She don't move like that. I've noticed that. She don't gossip. She respects herself. She don't give up easy. Alpha females, just like an alpha male, keeping emotions at bay, handling business, sticking to the facts, getting shit done. And that's intimidating to men as well as women. You know? Beta females, just no different than beta men. Loud, boisterous. No, get your life. Get your bullshit. You know what I mean? What they call it back in the day, signifying. Just super emotional. But at the end of the day, she don't want no smoke. She don't want no parts of no smoke. And by smoke, I mean she don't want to think first before she talk. Same like a beta male. She don't respect no levels, no solutions. Ain't leading the pack. Not leading the pack at all. Gossiping. No backbone. Giving it up to whatever dude who's willing to wink at and smile, give her a smile. And part of that might be due to upbringing, but that particular part of being a beta female that's something else. Perhaps a woman could speak on that a whole lot better than I can. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I've noticed about alpha females is that alpha females, though, although they're the take charge in the workspace and things of that nature, I've noticed that alpha females don't typically display sexual dominance, though. I mean, she ain't got no qualms about letting you know, I want this. I want you to beat this up. I want you to beat the brakes off this pussy. She'll let you know that shit. However, during the act of, she will submit to an alpha. She will submit. I've also noticed that alpha women like to be dominated by stronger males. Alpha males. You know any alpha females? If you're a man, do you know any alpha females? Does she intimidate you? I'll admit, I wouldn't say I'm intimidated by alpha females. I will probably say that I haven't seen too much of it. So I can see myself being taken aback by the confidence, you know what I'm saying, of an alpha female. You know, but I adjust well, and I find it's rather impressive to me. Extremely impressive. You know? Yeah. And I've just noticed that, man, about men, about so-called alpha men. You know, that they really ain't alphas. The way they move. And another thing I've learned about men is that just because a man has read a shitload of books doesn't necessarily mean that they woke. Let's say that one again. Just because a nigga read books don't mean they woke. Some of you niggas just reading books just to debate with people. Nothing wrong with a good debate. I love a good debate. You can learn things from each other if you know how to debate. If you know how. If you know how. Most of y'all just talking over each other. You ain't. Come on, man. Stop it. Woke is when woke is when the things that you've read are being implemented into your everyday life. You understand? That's what woke is. When you take if you're reading a book on philosophy or the 48 Laws of Power, or like I'm reading at the moment, The Laws of Human Nature. It's another book by Robert Greene. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He's got other books too. I ain't about to do all that. I ain't his spokesman. I ain't his agent. But yeah, anyway. So it's like when being woke is taking all those things and implementing them into your life, and not just using that as a means to you know what I mean, to tear people down with it. You feel me? Now, if a person is coming at you, you know, using whatever opportunity or whatever situation to pump religion, then let them have it. Let them have it. Let them fucking have it. Give them that work. Give them that work. Because most religious people can't prove crap, but will be all up in your face trying to sell you something. They want to sell you religion. And I ain't about to get into Jesus and all of that shit. Y'all know what it is. That whole woke thing, it almost ties into the levels thing. Being woke is also respecting levels. Knowing where you are. I respect levels, man. One level higher than the next. You know, each level, like I said, higher than the next one. I respect levels. And if you're good, maybe you can skip a level if you're that good and special. But there's levels to this shit. Even the barber industry. A student will be dumb as fuck trying to school an owner about how the business works. Come on, fam. You ain't ready yet. There's levels to this. I respect your passion, but there's levels to it. Respect them. Okay? You ain't on no type of level as a student. And that's cool. That's cool. You know, you're a student. You're on a student level. Okay? So maybe you're on some type of level. But you're not on the level. The level, just like anything, any profession. When you get licensed, now you're on the level. And with the level, there's levels to that. Once you become licensed in a particular field, now you're on the level. You got to respect that level too. Because you go up and up and up until you're an owner or you have a chain of businesses or whatever the case is. There's levels to it, man. Respect the levels. Alphas do. Alpha males follow until the opportunity to lead presents itself, because they respect them levels. Betas is trying to jump in there just cause they want to be seen and shit. That's that beta shit. And then got the audacity to cop a motherfucking attitude when you remind them of it. When you remind them, dude, you're not on the level yet. You're not on the level. Respect, but you're not on the level. It's not the 20th yet. I think today is the 8th. But the 20th will be, I believe, 2-year anniversary of Hoodies the podcast. Wow. So I'm a little early, but wow. 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, right? 2 years. Yep, 2 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you haven't, go check out my audios. Go check out the audios, you know what I mean, and binge on it and work your way up to now the visuals. I remember when I first started, man, like, I wasn't very good. Not saying I'm the best at it now, but I'm better now than what I was then. But I repeated myself a lot. Yeah, the subject matter was always on point. I've always enjoyed some of the subject matter, but my delivery wasn't the same as it is now. So go check it out, man. Hoodies the podcast, Star Wars Podcast 1, and listen to the different theme songs. Man, the first one was terrible. I'll go back and listen like, wow, that mix was terrible. You know what I mean? But we here. We here, man. 2 years deep in this thing. Word. The Love Doc, and I'm not necessarily set on that particular title, but it's still a work in progress. We still making moves. I'm even working on a score to go with it. So it's pretty dope, man. You know what I mean, I'll keep y'all posted, man. Stay up. I'm King Rashidi. This is Hoodies, man. All right.
To the podcast. What am I talking about? Who?
Always at the forefront. This King Rashidi. Hoodies.
I'm ready. God King. God Queen.
Hello.